So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened in Tanzania in the fall, because the living situation is quite different. So they start out with 6 weeks in the dorms at the University of Dar es Salaam in the largest city in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. It's about 3 million people in the city, so, but the university is out kind of in suburbia, so it's a little bit less crowded than being right downtown.
So one of the big reasons why Tanzania was the one program I wanted to go to out of all the programs that Monmouth College offers is because of the research opportunity. So the research I did while I was there was the effects of scarification on germination of acacia tortillea seeds. And basically what this means is I went around Tarangire National Park and collected seeds, acacia tortillea seeds, which is this lovely tree here, which is also known as the umbrella thorn. This is the typical African tree that's sort of represented.
But on the weekends we went out to some pretty cool tropical islands, and as you'll see, if you're in that area, it has a lot to offer. So, in the order that we went to them, we went to Boingoyo Island, which is the closest into the city there, Mbuja Island, which is a little farther up the coast, and Zanzibar, which you can see the very tip of up there in my map.
The people in Tanzania are amazing, and they're very open, and they want to know everything about you. Literally, you are required to stop and talk to them. It is rude if you don't. And I got caught in this. I was running to class. I had 2 minutes to get to class, and somebody was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Ugh."
This is our gang. I had 16 students from various ACM colleges. One from this college, which is why she's coming to talk to you. The rest of them couldn't make it today. But we had a good group of a number of different people from various campuses.
And we chose, me and my roommate and a couple of other students had chosen to go to Lesotho, which is up in the Uzumbar Mountains. And it was quite the experience, mainly because we chose to spend as much time as possible outside of our room. So we ended up taking a bus to the next town over to go to the market. Markets are huge, and there's one at least in an area of a couple miles at least once every week. And so you go, you buy your fresh fruit and vegetables for the week. And you also, it's a good way to sort of, it's an economy booster for all those that live around there. And people will literally come for miles walking with pounds and pounds, like I would say at least 100-pound baskets on top of their head down these steep mountains just to get to this marketplace for the day.
But of course we wanted to do some academic pursuits, mostly in my interest in biology. So we went swimming with dolphins that are there. So we went out to this beach where dolphins are known to live, and again we're in some of these same kind of boats, maybe just a little bit smaller so that it gets through the water quicker. So we would go up alongside a pod of dolphins, and the people on the boat would say, "Jump now!" And we'd have our scuba gear on, or well, our snorkeling gear, and we'd be able to swim with them and see them swimming around. They didn't really pay us much attention, but all the students agreed that swimming with the dolphins was like one of the highlights of the entire semester.
The next big new perspective that I got was at actually the top of one of the Uzumbar Mountains at the lookout point, and I mean it's amazing because you think of Africa, you think of the African savanna, and a lot of the country is not necessarily like that, especially at higher altitudes, and it's this lush vegetation. And there were times when we were hiking that I actually thought I was someplace in Europe, because there were, you know, dairy cows grazing on these luscious green fields, and there was a cheese factory on top of one of the hills with this big Swiss sign on it. We're just like, what country are we in?